Good morning and assalamu alaikum to all of my followers. I want to welcome you back to my channel. My name is Andrew, also known on YouTube as Globe Whisperer. Today we are going to be continuing our journey in Pakistan, and more specifically Lahore, by checking out what is behind me. This is known as the Walled City. This is Lahore, Pakistan, the former capital of the Mughal Empire. And at the heart of it all, the historic Walled City. Dating back over 1,000 years, this is the perfect place to get away from the tourist sites, get lost, and take in the local Lahori life. For lack of a better term, this is basically where civilization in South Asia, or modern civilization, pretty much began. It's basically the oldest, well, not the oldest city in South Asia. That's a city to the northwest of us called Peshawar. But it is one of the oldest cities in what was known as the Mughal Empire, and actually many other empires after that, as well as some civilization before that. So what you see right here behind me is the Delhi Gate, and this is where it all begins. So, but first, I have a really awesome connection I need to make. So, right here behind me is Tom Brady. And then flying above us are a bunch of falcons. And look what I happen to be wearing right now. Sorry, that is too priceless of a connection to not make. So let's go ahead, let's enter the Walled City, and we're gonna start off with some breakfast. All right, so here we are at a local roadside food stand here in the Walled City of Lahore, and what I'm having right here is a traditional Punjabi breakfast. So this right here is chana masala. So he's got like that really spicy broth that has a little bit of, I think, lentils and chickpeas. And then what this is right here, this is a local bread, and you know, as you can see, like what everybody else here does, they kind of stir it around in the masala, and then just like soaks up all the flavor, and it is just mouth-watering. And then he said, "This is my body, which will be given up for you." All right, let's eat. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, would you look at that? That is an orgasm in my mouth waiting to happen. That is so good. I could eat this all day. There's like a particular, I would call it like a skill or like an art form to actually being able to pick up the chana masala. My current skill level, embarrassment to mankind. Shukriya! That was amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's continue. And as you keep heading west, with the Delhi Gate in back of you, you will soon stumble upon one of South Asia's most impressive works of art. Okay, so there's two very famous mosques here in Lahore. The first is the one that everybody knows of. That's Wazir Masjid, which is right across from Lahore Fort. And then this is the other one right here. right there is Masjid Wazir Khan. And oh my gosh, that is just absolutely beautiful. Look at this. It's actually built, well, it's actually named after the person who had it built, and his name was Wazir Khan. And that was done, it took about 7 years to build all this, and that was done in about 1634 to 1635. So it was towards the end of the Mughal Empire. So we're gonna go inside and see what it looks like from the inside. So while the facade may be the most picturesque part of the mosque in videos like this one, when you realize just how much work goes into the mosaics and how much more of those mosaics there are in the interior, your jaw will absolutely drop when you enter. Whoa. Incredible. Oh my gosh. Like, check out those mosaics. Look at that. See what I mean? Like, this was all carved in the 17th century. I mean, it would take me a day just to like make this. But check this out. It stretches up and up and up and up and up and up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the whole mosque is clad in this detail, inside and out. But get a load of this. The biggest joy about coming here is climbing one of the minarets. This is insane. I'm actually going up inside one of the minarets right now. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. Check this shit out. You have the wonderful extended city of Lahore in one direction. You have a wonderful bird's eye view of the inside of the mosque. And in the other direction, you get to people watch and observe just the everyday Lahori life. Wow. That was amazing. I think I spent a good half hour up there, you know, just taking shot after shot after picture after picture. It's just absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you this much, not to compare this to other mosques, but when you see the amount of effort and detail that goes into constructing these things, it makes you want to visit other ones like the one in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, and Mazar Sharif, Afghanistan. They have a lot of the very similar stuff. So I'm making a vlog, yeah. But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And of course, don't forget to visit the tomb of religious scholar Sayyid Muhammad Ishaq, also known as Hazrat Miran Shah, who is laid to rest right here in the mosque. Alright, so that was absolutely amazing. That is easily probably the most beautiful mosque I had ever been inside. And mind you, this is my 20th Muslim majority country. I've been to a lot of mosques. But anyway, back out onto the bustling streets of the walled city, and we're gonna continue. I think time to maybe get a little lost in the walled city of Lahore. And of course, there's more street food stalls. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that looks like chai. You'll see right there, it's got all the different sugars and spices and cardamom. Oh man, would you look at that? Look at that froth. It's like an entire cappuccino's worth of froth in 1 cup of chai. This is real chai right here. Look at that. Oh, shukriya. Oh man, I'm telling you right now, Dunkin' needs to step their freaking game up. So I just tried to pay the guy for my chai, and he's just not accepting anything for payment. And it's because like sometimes in their culture, it'll like dishonor them if they allow like guests to, you know, to pay for some things. And I always try, you know, just because it's like, you know, the 100 rupees is a lot more to them than it is to me, but this is my strategy. Anybody who doesn't let me pay, I get to talk about how great their culture is on social media and how generous they are. So I'm pretty sure that'll go much farther than any amount of money ever will. So. And as we continue, it's all the more apparent that this is a completely different world than anything I see back in Boston. Yep, it can get crazy here. This makes driving in the North End look like a piece of cake. But what I really love most about the walled city is that it's not this spot of tourist overload, but rather where the locals come and go about their daily lives. And the best place for people like you and me to get lost, get immersed, and bond with those locals. So this is another thing that you gotta check out if you come to the walled city. This guy right behind me is selling the mixed vegetable pickles. So, you know, if you ever get back at home with the Indian, Bangladeshi, or Pakistani, you know, cuisine, and they offer these things as a side, this guy's making them fresh right here. And it basically consists of everything from like carrot to mango to some other fruits that I don't necessarily recognize. Oh! He's offering to give me a little piece right here. So actually, this right here, what is this called? Mango. Oh, this is mango. Okay, so this apparently is mango right here. That little thing right in the center, that's actually the pit. So you gotta be careful eating this, but Oh my gosh, I love that flavor. Really good. Shukriya. Now, of course, if shelf life wasn't a thing, I would actually buy one of those jars and like bring it home. I gotta look into that, I still might. Anyway, now it's time to actually explore a suggestion from one of those locals that approached me. So somebody just came up to me and said, hey, like if you, slip there, if you go to the other side of this market, there's like a bunch of bakeries that are really famous for, you know, a lot of their homemade cookies. So that's exactly the kind of interactions I'm looking for. This is, I think, what they were talking about. Oh. Got the chef's recommendation. It's like a little biscuit.
This cake is famous.
Okay.
Yes. Almond cookies.
Okay.
All country.
Okay. So he's saying is that this is like the signature cookie here that's like really, really well known and like really famous. So I don't want to spoil my lunch, but hey, what can you do? That's delicious. Looks like there's some almonds, some honey.
No,
What do you?
almond and desi ghee.
I'm sorry?
Desi oil.
Desi oil. Okay. So it's almonds and desi oil. These are delicious, by the way. So I'm buying a box of them. And that's the nice thing about these. It's not meat, it's not vegetables, so I can bring it home. And my personal favorite thing about getting lost in the walled city is the long list of street foods that you'll find here, geared towards locals, not tourists. Yes, you get the chana masala and the cookies, but also local milkshakes, puris, freshly pressed sugarcane juice with lime, and even fried fish from the Ravi River. So this, what you see behind me right here, is like a stand with like a bunch of nuts, raisins, and this is what I've seen on so many bloggers' videos. And what he does is he takes a lot of that and then he just dumps it right in there. Now that looks like a big bowl of ash, but that's actually salt. So it actually kind of cooks through the corn and the chickpeas or whatever he tosses in it, and it's actually like really good. I'm actually gonna try this.
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. That is just amazing what he's doing right there.
What? Yes.
30. All right. 30. All right. So that was 30 rupees. That's basically a quarter. Awesome. Oh, nice and hot. Shukriya. Shukriya. All right, so here is like some of those chickpeas that are like tossed in the salt, and you know, it does take a minute for it to cool down. I will admit I'm kind of a pansy when it comes to hot food, but here we go. Oh wow. It's a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like all, you know, crunchy and dried out from being roasted, but and the flavor of the salt just like seeps through the chickpeas. That's actually, I'm actually going to finish this. I'm not going to just, you know, take a little bit to say I tried it. So, and don't forget, when you come to any city in Pakistan, there is no such thing as too much chai. And of course, today's chai comes with a very special additional ingredient. The tears of jet fans. And as you exit the walled city on its north side, that's when you reach some of Pakistan's most famous icons. Oh wow, would you look at that. This is what I personally like to call the Lahore trifecta. Badshah Masjid, Lahore Fort, and Greater Iqbal Park. This trio of Lahore's most famous landmarks actually has its very own video, so make sure you check out my other content. Meanwhile, I do want to thank you for joining me on this adventure in one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of South Asia. And when you make it to this beautiful country, I recommend setting one day aside just to get lost here. Your passport will thank you. Anyway, this is where the tour of the walled city of Lahore is going to come to a conclusion. I do want to thank you very much for watching, and please, if you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also check out my other videos. So, bahoot, shukriya.